Is AI spiritually dangerous? I asked AI. You might find its answer very interesting. Coming up next on Pastor Bob's Coffee Break. The teaching of your word gives light so even the simple can understand. Truth. It's one of our Metal Dude collections. Great mug with some great coffee. Having a little intense coffee this morning. This is our hardcore coffee, and it is. Great stuff. If you like dark coffee that's smooth, this is it. And folks, you can get that, all of our blends, all of our mugs, all of our posters, all of our cool stuff right here. We are metal, we are family.com. Well, here's the question for today. This is going to be fun. Hello, Pastor Bob. First, I, as well as many others, enjoy the Pastor Bob coffee breaks and look forward to them on a daily basis. Thank you. Well, thank you. Thanks for watching. What is your opinion on AI, artificial intelligence? So much is being done with it in various forms of art and music that it won't be long before it's more commonplace. ChatGPT is a natural language processing tool driven by AI technology that allows you to have human-like conversations and much more with a chatbot. The language model can answer questions and assist you with tasks such as composing emails, essays, and code. I'm sure you've heard about the AI educational uses students have been taking advantage of with term papers and other assignments. The latest trend sweeping TikTok is to run code on an AI painting bot and ask it to draw various things based on the parameters that you read it. Depending on the coding, the machine will create a digital painting predicated on a particular artist's style. There's also been music based on different artist styles using AI. The question is, how do you foresee this impacting Christianity? Some think AI could be a Pandora's box into the occult world. I'd appreciate hearing your take on this. Well, it's a great question, and I know a lot of people are upset and a lot of people are scared about it. I remember this happened when, television. One of the big movie companies of MGM, the president was asked what he thought of this new television thing that people were starting to watch, and he says, I'm not worried about it. The average American family simply doesn't have the time for it. Yeah, see how that played out. And then fast forward a few years, the internet heard the same thing about the internet. It's going to be satanic. People are going to post things that aren't good. And of course, that's true. And now we have AI. Interesting, isn't it? And I think there's a difference between using something for good and using it for evil. And that's true with so many things. So I asked AI. I asked an AI chatbot this question, and I gave it an assignment. Write a 3-point Bible study on the dangers of AI. Fair enough. I asked AI to write a 3-point Bible study on the dangers of AI. Here's what it wrote. And I'm going to go through point by point, and let's see what it says. This Bible study aims to explore 3 key points that highlight the dangers of AI and how we can navigate them in light of biblical principles. Point number 1, the limitation of human wisdom. And here they went to Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. where it says, trust in and rely confidently on the Lord with all your heart. Don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways know and acknowledge and recognize him, and he will make your path straight and smooth, removing obstacles that block your way. And here are the points that AI listed. AI is designed to mimic human intelligence, but it lacks the wisdom and discernment that comes from a relationship with God. Absolutely. And that nobody can replace. The next point, relying solely on AI for decision making can lead to a dangerous dependence on human inventions rather than seeking God's guidance. Great point. And the third point here is, as Christians, we must remember that true wisdom comes from God, and we should always seek his counsel above any artificial intelligence. Also, great point. And then here is point number 2, ethical concerns and human dignity. And here they go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. And it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image and likeness of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And here are the bullet points. AI possesses the potential to infringe upon human dignity and ethical boundaries. They said it. The use of AI in surveillance, warfare, or other areas can compromise privacy, autonomy, and justice, another danger. And then lastly, Scripture teaches us that every human being is created in the image of God, and we must be cautious not to allow AI to undermine this fundamental truth. Absolute great point. Well, let's go to their point number 3 of this 3-point outline that I asked AI to give me. And it says spiritual deception and idolatry. Exodus chapter 20, verses 3 through 5, that says, you must not have any other God before me. You must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on earth or in the sea. You must not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, who will not tolerate your affection for any other gods. I laid the sins of the parents on their children. In the entire family is affected, even children in the 3rd and 4th generations of those who reject me. It's a big deal. And here is AI's bullet points for number 3. AI can tempt us to place our trust in human creations rather than in God alone. Great point. Number 2, the increasing integration of AI into our lives may lead to a subtle form of idolatry, where we attribute divine-like qualities to AI systems. There's a blur there. There's a blurry line there. And they nailed it. That's absolutely right. And thirdly, we're called to worship and serve God alone, guarding our hearts against any form of idolatry, including the undue veneration of AI. And then they bring it to a close. And here is AI's conclusion. While AI brings numerous advancements and benefits, it is essential to be aware of the potential dangers it possesses. As Christians, we should approach AI with discernment, recognizing its limitations and potential ethical concerns. By seeking God's wisdom, upholding human dignity, and guarding against spiritual deception, we can navigate the dangers of AI and ensure that our faith remains rooted in God's truth. truth. Well, there's the Bible study from AI. It's a very, very good one. I can't think of any points or any ideas that it left out. Very good. So is it dangerous? Well, AI just told us that it is. You know, I'm sure there are many variations of AI that will be coming out in the next few years, probably next few months. I'm sure that there are Christian people working on an app using AI that will use this technology with the safeguards. I'd like to see that one. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot more variety in exactly how we use it, and we need to be careful in using it at the same time. Now, this kind of thing has been used for a long time. This isn't really new, it's just new to the public. And the dangers have always been there. And folks, it isn't that AI is dangerous. You just heard a very good Bible study that was generated on AI. I didn't write any of this, but very good. But be careful. Use it well, like the internet, like television, like anything that people have said this is going to be spiritually a nightmare. Use it responsibly. Use it for God. And in anything, make sure that God is glorified. That's the key. Folks, don't forget, you are blessed. So go and be a blessing.